Good afternoon, baseball fans. It's a perfect day for baseball. Can't believe I just said baseball. Starting off the spring sports season here at Iolani School. And that is usually signified by the Clem Hew tournament. Iolani's hosted baseball tournament and honoring the late great Clem Hew, Clement Hew Sr. This game is the Castle Knights visiting the Iolani Raiders. And leading us off here to get the season started, Kaikala Emanuelo, batting right-handed, facing Landon Kaneshiro. Sophomore starting on the mound for the Raiders. Also a football player here at Iolani School. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball to the shortstop. Up with it and across for out number 1. Isaac Ahokovi, the Raiders shortstop, over to Oni Dawson, the first baseman. Ahokovi, the senior at shortstop, a new position for him here at the varsity level. Second batter is Yoshikawa, also batting from the right side. Raiden Yoshikawa, the Castle senior, led the Knights with 13 hits last season. Rips one foul over the tree. It's like you, Dane. We hit with power to foul territory. You're telling me about your youth baseball exploits. Thanks to Dane Kuihara for setting up our location here. Get the baseball season started. 0-2 pitch is high. Landon Kaneshiro pitching to Cole Yonomine. It's the Raider battery here in the first game of the Clem Hew tournament. Yoshikawa got a piece of that one, fouled it back. One ball, 2 strikes. Kaneshiro, right-hander. Off speed, swung on and missed. Strikeout. 2 down. That brings Kekai Adams to the plate. Grounds one wide for third. Kekai Adams, senior for Castle, hit .324 last year, 11 hits, scored 8 runs, drove in 3. No balls, 1 strike. Kaneshiro to Adams. That one's low. Evens the count at 1-1. Beautiful day for baseball. Sun bathed in the field, bathed in sunlight. That pitch just missed high. So 2 balls and 1 strike to the number 3 hitter, Kekai Adams. Also the starting pitcher today for Castle. This one is ripped also over the tree in foul territory, hits the fence. Protecting the tennis courts. Ethan Akagi out there in left field, chasing all of those down for the Raiders. Kanashiro's pitch nicely blocked. Pitch in the dirt. Yonamine. Full count, 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first, no score. Kanashiro, that just missed outside. Yonamine tried to hold it there and get the call. Adams draws the walk. Cleanup hitter for the Knights, Nakoa Jaden Scotty. Also a pitcher, Castle's cleanup hitter today. Off-speed pitch nicely thrown into the strike zone. Kanashiro from the stretch, checks Adams. Low to even the count. Adams to the lead off first. Scotty at the plate, swings through that one. Jaden Scotty will be at first base today for Castle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kanashiro's pitch is fouled back. Heads up in the Sullivan courtyard. That one hit hard and bounced high. Got those signs over there, beware of foul balls. You need to, yeah. Beware of foul balls through that hole in the screen though, Jason. Jason Carioca taking pictures here to my right. Ground ball nubbed to first base. Gathering it up and taking it to the bag himself is Oni Dawson for out number 3. So after half an inning, no score. 1 runner left on for Castle. After the walk issued to the number 3 hitter. On the mound for the Knights, that aforementioned number 3 hitter, Kekai Adams. Last year he led Castle in innings thrown, 23 1/3. Also led the team in strikeouts, 17 of those. 0-1 on the season, 3.11 ERA, scattered 30 hits. We mentioned the 17 strikeouts, also 17 walks. Last year he went 7 1/3 innings against Kaiser. Last year the Knights went 4-8 in the OIA East. Started out the year strong, went 3-1, including wins at Kaiser and at home against Moanalua. Then had a losing streak and won the season finale 2-1 over Kalani. For the Raiders, leading things off, the catcher, Cole Yonamine. Cole batting from the right side. Iolani in that all gray uniforms, preseason uniforms. First pitch to the Raiders is low for a ball. And that one is outside. Yonamine out in front. 2 balls, no strikes. Next up for the Raiders, Manalau Kong. Ooh, low strike called. Two on pitch. Yonamine swings through that one, fouls it back toward the Weinberg building. Two to the Raider catcher, Cole Yonamine. That one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it out in front, right in Yoshikawa. Castle catcher. Adam set, 3-2 pitch. That one is low. Yonamine gets things started for the Raiders with a walk. That brings up Manalau Kong. Fresh off the basketball season. Mana, 6'6", junior. He's been on the varsity team since his freshman year. Yonamine leads off first base. Actually, that is a pinch runner. First pitch to Lau Kong is high. Two balls, no strikes to Manalau Kong. That one's low as well. The runner is in there safely at second base. So now a runner in scoring position for the Raiders. 3-0 pitch to Lau Kong. Nobody out here, bottom of the first. Mana thought about that one, held up. Brings the count to 3-1. Adam set. Shortstop makes a move, throw back to second. And set once again for the 3-1 pitch. Right in there, runs the count full. Last year, Lau Kong hit .359, scored 16 runs, drove in 23. 2 home runs, a triple, 4 doubles. Easy take for Mana. He's aboard with a walk. And this is Judah Ota, Raiders center fielder, sophomore, first year on the varsity. Raiders will make a move, sending in a pinch runner for Lau Kong as well. First pitch to Ota is low. That one just misses. Judah Ota out in front. No, 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. 2 runners on. Easy take for Judah. Holds up the stop sign. After Yoshikawa makes the stop behind the plate. That one is high. 4-pitch walk issued to Judah Ota. And now the bases are loaded for the Raiders, all via the base on balls. Last year, Adams had a 1-to-1 ratio, 17 strikeouts, 17 walks. Now a meeting on the mound. Knights meeting on the mound, Raiders meeting at third base. With the bases loaded, the cleanup hitter comes to the plate, the shortstop, Isaac Ahokovi. Pinch runners for the Raiders at third base is Kane, and at second base it's Tyra. At first it's Judah Ota. First pitch in there for a strike to Ahokovi. Adams set. Tried off speed pitch that's knocked into center field. And the Raiders will get on the board first. The sacrifice fly to center. Kane comes in. Good catch by Emmanuel Lowe out there in center field, ranging to his left. And now for the Raiders, it's Cole Ide, left-hand hitter. Tyra advanced to third on the sac fly. Ota had to stay at first, excuse me. That pitch is high to Cole Yonomine. 3-0 to him. Excuse me, 2-0. I was almost going to say now it's 3-0, but low strike called, the outside corner. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 on. Runner goes. No throw down there. Yoshikawa was concerned about Tyra at third base. Ota got a great jump. No chance to get him. 3-1 pitch. Ide fouls that one back. think when it hits the pipe and the backstop, it made that noise in our ambient speaker. Kind of thunderous. Three-two pitch. Off speed, grounded past the diving second baseman into center field. And that will score a pair for the Raiders, who now lead at 3-0. On the 2 RBI single by Cole Ide. So 3-0 Raiders, still just 1 out. Ide at first. And now Traden Chong-Ki at the plate for Iolani. Adam starts him off with a ball. Ide at first, taking the lead. Throw over to chase Cole Ide back. Traden Chong-Ki Jr. Raider third baseman today. Looked at that pitch up at his eyes. Two-0 pitch from Adams. Swung on and fouled back to the Sullivan courtyard. Sun coming back out, going away for a bit behind the clouds. 2-1 pitch. Off speed and high. Three balls, one strike. 1 out, Raiders up 3-0. Swung on and missed. That will run the count full. Payoff pitch, low, a runner. Oh, it was not low, it was called a strike. So 2 out. On the play, Ide advanced to second base, no throw. So now 2 down. Makana Oniate fouls that one back. You can hear someone in the crowd say, "Stay ahead." One of the few times that Adam has been ahead is his 0-1 pitch. That one's hit into right field, and coming in to make the catch and end the inning. But the Raiders score 3. 1 on the sacrifice fly by Isaac Ahokovi, and then a 2-run single by Cole Ide. So after 1, it's the Raiders 3, the Castle Knights nothing. It's the opening game of the Clem Hew tournament, Iolani versus Castle. Thanks for joining us on Iolani Live on the Iolani School YouTube page. I'm John Tamanaha. Tomorrow, Full slate of action at 8:30 a.m. here at Eddie Hamada Baseball Field. It'll be the Kalani Falcons against the Kamehameha Kapalama Warriors. Then at 11 a.m., it'll be the Mililani Trojans versus the Damien Monarchs. Then at 1:30 p.m., the Mid-Pacific Owls against the Kailua Surf Riders. And then at 4 o'clock, it'll be the Iolani Raiders hosting the Lelehua Mules. That'll be a fun one, Iolani versus Lelehua. Those two teams met last year in the state tournament. Lelehua prevailed 2-0 over the Raiders at Les Murakami Stadium. Getting things started for the Knights here at the top of the second is Makana Freitas, the Castle second baseman. Swings at the first pitch and hits it sky high. Chunky is there for the Raiders. One pitch, one out. Now it's getting a little cool here. Sun ducks behind the clouds. Kabua at the plate for Castle, the designated hitter. Isaiah Kabua. No balls, 2 strikes. Kanashiro's pitch off speed, and it's lined into left field. Just ahead of the Raider left fielder, Akagi. Ball retrieved and back into the infield. Good piece of hitting there for Isaiah Kabua, who is aboard. Second base runner for the Knights today. And that brings up Sebastian Weeks Lapinad. Grounds the first pitch to the shortstop. Aho Covey picks it up slickly, and that gets the 6-4-3 double play started to end the inning. And the Raiders still lead it 3-0 as they come to bat in the bottom of the second. Wonderful twin killing started there by Isaac Ahokovi, the Raiders senior shortstop. Got it quickly to Oniate, who threw it on to first to Dawson. And Dawson will get things started here. Oni Dawson, sophomore, first baseman. First year on the varsity. Adams starts him off with a fastball low. Swung on and missed. That one on a hop. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. That one is also low. Ethan Akagi on deck for Iolani. Dawson swings through that one. Makes the count 2-2. The Trojans are going to get their bullpen started. That one's grounded to third. And across to first for the first out. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Raiders leading at 3-0. Number 3, Ethan Akagi, comes to the plate. The junior takes a look at that one. Ball 1. Adams set. Pitching from the stretch. Throughout. Two-0 pitch. That one bounces into the glove of Yoshikawa as well. .30 pitch. That was in there for a strike. Adams walked the first 3 batters he faced in the bottom of the first. They all came around to score. 3-1 pitch is also a low strike, and Akagi halfway down the baseline needs to come back. Now Iolani coach Kurt Miyahiro will make his way toward the plate. Talk to Ethan. With a big smile and a pat on his head. Ethan smiling at the umpire. He'll dig back in and face this 3-2 pitch. Swung on. Fouled straight back. Just got a piece of that one. Kikai Adams pitching to Ethan Akagi here. 3-2 pitch, 1 out. Akagi finally gets his walk. That is the 4th free pass issued by Adams. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Cole Yonamine. Drew a walk first time up. Looks at a pitch in the dirt. After Yonamine walked, he got the courtesy runner for the Raider catcher and Nalu Kane. He came around to score the game's first run. This one is ripped, but ranging back, playing it well, was the Knight left fielder. Nohea Kaowili was shaded towards center. got to that shot in the gap nicely for the second out. So now with 2 down, it'd be Manalau Kong. Kagi at first. Takes off. Stops, throw back to first base, and he gets picked off to end the inning. And after 2, it remains Raiders 3, Knights nothing. I mentioned the lineup tomorrow. We take Sunday off here at the Clem Hew tournament. But back to action on President's Day. At 8:30 a.m., it'll be the Kaiser Cougars against the St. Louis Crusaders. Then at 11 o'clock, the Kalani Falcons taking on the Mid-Pacific Owls. At 1:30, the Kamehameha Kapalama Warriors against the Mililani Trojans. And then in the last game of the tournament on Monday at 4 p.m., it'll be the Iolani Raiders hosting the Campbell Sabres. Coming out, all games at the Iolani School baseball field. The trivia question is, it's actually the Eddie Hamada Field. All of the athletic fields named in honor of Coach Eddie Hamada in 1991. But if we said the game was at Eddie Hamada Fields, I don't think anyone would show up at the football field, but they might think we were in error. So. Castle come in at bat here in the top of the third, down 3-0. Landon Kaneshiro still on the mound for the Raiders. At the plate for the Knights, Shaden Anderson, third baseman. 0-1 to him. Also in there for a strike. Kaneshiro way out in front. O2 pitch to Shaden Anderson is lined. Ahokovi will play it off to the side, goes off his glove. And Anderson reaches. On the E6. Leadoff hitter aboard for the Castle Knights. First pitch in there to Caden Pilanka. The Castle shortstop. Kaneshiro's 0-1 pitch to him, blocked nicely on a bounce by Yonamine. Sprung out there to his left and pounced on it. Anderson at first. Kaneshiro set. 1-1 pitch. Up near the eyes. 2-1 pitch. That one stroked into the gap. Coming over to field it is the Raider right fielder, Cole Ide. Nice sharp single for Pelanca. Now you got runners at the corners for the Knights. Anderson went from first to third with the base hit to right. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Emanuelo. Kaikala Emanuelo. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Fastball on the outside half. Oh, 0-1 pitch from Conachero. Unamine needed to bounce that one. Needed to block that one as it was in the dirt. Runners at the corners for Castle. Nobody out. Great opportunity here to chip into the Raider lead or tie the game. Nice pitch by Conachero. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Emanuelo grounded to short first time up. One-two pitch is low. Good block again by Unamine. Both catchers have been good at that today. Been quite a few low pitches here early in the season. And that one's hit to left in front of Akagi. And that'll put the Castle Knights on the board as Anderson comes in on the RBI single by Emanuelo. Anderson reached on the error. Went from first to third on the single by Polanco. And comes home on the single by Emanuelo. Yoshikawa, the night catcher at the plate. Nobody out, 2 on. Grounds that one to third. Chunky will take it to the bag and throw across. Picked up by Dawson. And threw back to third. But Chunky had already stepped on the bag. So 1 down, the Raiders got the lead runner. Adams at the plate. The Castle pitcher ducks under that one. Emanuelo at second. That one's hit past him deep into a right field. Koyonamine makes the catch, but Emanuelo advances to third. Yoshikawa stays put at first base. Nakoa, Jaden, Scotty with runners at the corners and 2 out. That was floated in there by Landon Kaneshiro. It's a smart area to attack. As the umpire is giving that low strike outside to the right-hand hitters. Oh, 1 pitch. That one's nubbed foul. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Knights down by 2, but threatening here. Runners at the corners. Oh, 2 pitch to Scotty is waved at for strike 3 as the runner went. But the Knights put 1 on the board, cut into that Raider lead. Iolani 3, Castle 1. Raiders come into bat here in the bottom of the 3rd. It'll be Manalao Kong to lead things off. He was at the plate when the 3rd out was recorded at first base. Raider basketball fans will know of Kaimana Lau Kong's efforts on the basketball court. Led the team in scoring. 12.5 points per game. Scored in double figures in 9 of the 11 ILH games played. Mana has already committed and did so as a freshman, I believe, to the University of Hawaii at Manoa for baseball. He looks at strike 1. Mana hit .359 last year, scored 16 runs, drove in 23. Off-speed pitch outside and low. (19 versus 19). The numbers on their backs. Adams versus Lau Kong. Two balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 3rd. Big swing by Lau Kong. Pitch up at the letters. Mana reached on a walk, first time up. He follows it back. Nice catch off the pipe by Yoshikawa. Off the backstop. Kong swings at that one as well. Adams went back to it, and Lau Kong strikes out. This is Judah Ota. hitting in the 3 spot for the Raiders here. Sophomore, left-hand hitter. Swings at the first pitch and rips that one into center field for a single. Judah Ota is aboard for the 2nd time today. Reached on a walk in the first, singles in the 3rd. Now Isaac Aho-Covey coming to the plate here. The Raider cleanup hitter. He gets called for one of those low strikes, nods. Next pitch is pounded into the center field. Over the center fielder, over the wall. Ground rule double for Isaac Aho-Covey. One bounce over the wall. Emanuelo could just watch that one go over. So runners at 2nd and 3rd for Ide. That one's way high and outside to the left-hand hitting Cole Ide. That one is a low and outside. Ide last year hit .286, scored 9 runs, drove in 10. Had a home run, 3 doubles. Swings through that one. Ota at 3rd, Aho-Covey at 2nd. Adams. His pitch is lofted into right field. And off the wall. In comes Ota. In comes Aho-Covey. And Cole Ide has a stand-up triple. Raiders are reaching the wall and beyond here in the 3rd inning. And on that 2-run triple, Iolani leads it 5-0, 5-1, excuse me. That one's popped up by Chong Ki. Fielded by the Castle 2nd baseman for out number 2. Good job of sticking with there by Makana Freitas. Oniate at the plate now for the Raiders. He swings at the first pitch. That one's sent high into the sky to right. And that'll end the proceedings here in the 3rd inning, but the Raiders get 2 more. And after 3, they now lead it 5-1 over the Castle Knights here in the opening game of the Clem Hew tournament. Have a new pitcher for the Raiders. So Landon Kaneshiro went 3 innings. The Raider starter on the mound. Gave up no earned runs. Struck out 2, walked 1. Freitas at the plate for Castle. He hammers one to left. And it bounces over the wall. Be another ground rule double. This time it's Freitas for Castle. And this time it's to left. So a good start to the top of the 4th for the Knights. First pitch to Kabua is low. He singled his first time up in the 2nd inning. Was stranded there after that 6-4-3 double play. Nice pitch in there to even the count at 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss by Kabua. Evens the count at 2-2. (5-1) Raiders lead it. Top of the 4th. Freitas lead away from 2nd. Kabua swings through that one and fouls it back to the screen. (2-2) pitch forthcoming to the Castle designated hitter, Isaiah Kabua. Freitas taking his lead away from 2nd, starts to go. Kabua tried to serve that one to right. That pitch is lined right at Dawson off his glove and goes behind. Freitas coming to the plate. And he'll go in head first and score Castle's 2nd run. Kabua is aboard on the error. Weeks Lapinad at the plate. Takes a look at strike one. Sebastian Weeks Lapinad. Castle right fielder. That pitch is in there as well. This is Cade Nakama, up from the junior varsity. Freshman pitcher. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. Almost got the strikeout there. Weeks Lapinad just got a little piece of it to stay alive. Castle Jr. Foul back. Look out in the Sullivan courtyard. So the count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Sebastian Weeks Lapinad, facing the Raider freshman Cade Nakama. Gets Lapinad to go fishing on that ball in the dirt. Gets the strikeout. That is the first out in the inning. Knights have already pushed one across. Looking for more with Kabua at first. Anderson at the plate. Yonamine with a good block there. Another pitch in the dirt. Anderson looks at that one, and throwing down is Yonamine. Good stop by Oni Dawson at first base. Two-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Fastball on the outside half. Shaden Anderson, the Castle third baseman. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. Nakama. This pitch is fouled back. Now that shade is creeping in. It's almost going to get to the plate. 2-2 pitch. That one is low, but swung on and missed by Anderson. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Raider freshman. Now Pilanka, Castle shortstop, will come to the plate batting with 2 out. A runner on Down by 3. Good idea by Nakama. Targeting the black on that outside. One pitch. Swung on and hit the left. Coming on quickly as Akagi. He dives. Does not come up with it, but good effort out there by Ethan. So now 2 on, 2 out. After that single by Pilanka, he's got a pair of those. Manuelo looks at a pitch in the dirt, holds up the stop sign. Kaikala, Emanuelo. Senior, hit .250 last year. Scored 4 runs, drove in 4. Inside strike, nice pitch by Cade Nakama. Using all of the plate here. As he pitches to the Castle Knights leadoff hitter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just getting a piece of it to run the count to 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch from Nakama is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Castle with 2 runs. They've got 2 aboard, looking for more here in the top of the 4th. Two pitch. That one skips in. Raider head coach Kurt Miyahara is positioning the defense. Payoff pitch coming. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Easy take for Kaikala. He walks to load the bases. Kabua at third. Pilanka at second. After drawing that walk, Emanuelo at first. 2 out. Raider infield holding a meeting around freshman pitcher Cade Nakama. Swung on and missed. Ball gets away from Yone Mine. And coming in to score is Kabua to trim the lead to 2. Right in Yoshikawa at the plate. 0-1 pitch to him. That's outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Two on. Polanca at second. Emanuelo at first. Excuse me, third and second. Almost a similar play there. And after that pitch, Iolani coach Curt Miyahira will come out for a mound visit. And he waves off the infield. Just wants to talk to the Raider battery, Nakama and Yonamine. And Coach Curt goes back for a couple more words of advice for his pitcher. Curt Miyahira in his 9th year at Iolani. Took over in 2016 after 2 years as the JV coach here at Iolani School. And prior to that, he was an assistant at Mililani from 2006 to 2013 under Mark Hiroyama. Count goes to 3-1. Coach Curt, a graduate of Mililani High School in 2001. 3-1 pitch. That one's squirted foul. Runs the count full. Two runners in scoring position. Big opportunity here for the Knights. Yoshikawa lifts that one into the outfield, and under it is Ko Yonamine in right to end the threat. But the Knights score 2 and now trail it by 2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Iolani 5, Castle 3. Thanks for joining us for the Clem Hew tournament here, hosted by Iolani School in honor of longtime coach Clem Hew. Raiders leading at 5-3 here as they come to bat in the bottom of the 4th. New pitcher for Castle is sophomore Kaikona Barry Nobis. Gets Oni Dawson to swing through that one, evens the count at 1-1. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Nice pitch. Oni Dawson bangs that one into left field. Takes a big turn. Will stay with a single. Oni Dawson gets things started here in the home half of the 4th inning with that single. Ethan Akagi comes to the plate, the Raider left fielder. Squares the bunt, gets a piece of it. Foul back. Kaikona Bernobis goes by Buggy. Facing Akagi, no balls and a strike. Another off-speed pitch. Akagi gets the bunt down, fielded by the 3rd baseman and beats the throw to first. Anderson was quick to it, but Akagi, with all that speed, easily beat out the throw. Great job of placing that bunt by Ethan. So now the Raiders got quickly something started here. With 2 on, nobody out. And the leadoff hitter, Cole Yonamine, coming to the plate. Cole walked in the first, lined out to left in the second. 0-1 pitch here is in the dirt. Yoshikawa blocked that one nicely. Throw to second. Try to get Dawson. Oni back into the bag. Buggy gets a nice pitch there in for a strike. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes to Yonamine, who hit .377 last year, scored 10 runs, drove in 18. That one's on a bounce. Yoshikawa can't come up with it with the backhand, so both runners will advance. Dawson to third, Akagi to second. Yonamine at the plate, 2-2. The Raider catcher leading things off here in this first game of the Clem Hew tournament. The pitch is outside in the dirt. It's not often you see a catcher as the leadoff hitter. But among the things that Yonamine is good at is also drawing walks. And this time he rounds the base hit into left field, misplayed by the left fielder out there. Both runners will score, and Yonamine is in safely at second base. So he is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And coming in to run for him once again is Nalu Kane. Manalao Kong now stepping in with Kane, the pinch runner, at second base, the courtesy runner, I should say. Try to get him wandering off, but Nalu is back. Boogie's first pitch to Manalao Kong. Just missed a little bit outside. Seven to 3 Raiders. That one hits Lao Kong in the hip. And now a runner for Lao Kong as well. So 2 on for the Raiders. Judo Ota now at the plate. The Iolani center fielder, sophomore. And he lines a shot into left. Flagged down by the outfielder. And the relay to third is in time. The tag applied. For the first out of the inning. But another run comes home. And the Raiders lead at 8 to 3 now with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Off and running is Ota. Throw down to second. Great jump by Judo Ota. And he was there in plenty of time at second base with the head first slide. Pitch to Aho Kovi. Will not be made as Buggy steps off. Ota and the Castle second baseman Freitas exchange a low 5. That pitch misses high. That one a little bit wide. 2 balls and a strike to Isaac Ahokovi, who is at short today for the Raiders. Big swing by Isaac. Two pitch, off speed, swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Kovi goes down swinging for out number 2. That'll bring Cole Ide to the plate with Ota still at second base. 8 to 3 Raiders. Off-speed pitch outside. Ide, the senior, hit .286 last year. Looks at a pitch inside. Singled in the first, tripled in the third. This time he hits one over the wall, over the one-team sign. for a home run. Koide crosses the plate. Had a home run last year. That 2-run shot makes it 10-3. Ide really having a day. Chong-Ki fouls that one on a bounce. Sharply hit in foul territory, and then Coach Kurt made a play on it with his left hand. That off-speed pitch nicely placed in for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to trade in Chong-Ki. Nice job of backhanding that ball in the dirt by Yoshikawa. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. And now Chong-Ki is on with the hit by pitch. Chong-Ki with all kinds of speed, his first time aboard this afternoon. Another off-speed pitch in there for a strike to Oniate. This time Oniate lines this one over the right fielder's head against the wall. Chong-Ki makes the turn and will come home easily. And Oniate slides in head first with a triple. Makana Oniate. Chong-Ki came around to score to make it 11-3. Now a meeting on the mound with the Knights. Raiders leading at 11-3. Iolani will also play the 4 o'clock game tomorrow. That one will be against Lelehua. You might remember that the Mules and Raiders met last year in the state tournament at Les Murakami Field. The Mules won that one 2-0. At the plate for the Raiders, Oni Dawson. Foul tipped. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one is inside. 2 balls and a strike, 2 out. fouled over Coach Kurt's head. This is Oni Dawson's second at bat here in the bottom of the fourth. He singled to get things started here. Came around to score. This pitch is lined right back on a bounce to Buggy, and he throws it over to first base to finally end the inning. And the Raiders now lead it 11-3 after 4 here in the first game of the Clem Hew tournament. To honor the longtime Raider baseball coach, Clem Hew Senior. His son Clem Hew Jr. was a 1975 graduate of Iolani School. There is a plaque in honor of Clem Hew Senior in the Raider dugout. Has a picture of him sitting on the bucket. That's kind of how I remember him back in the day. And under the headline, Clem Hew Senior, it says, "Hard work, no excuses. Represent your school with pride and humility. Embrace your teammates. Work together as a team. Respect and be responsible for your equipment. Love your family." And then in big words at the very bottom, it says, Iolani, one team. Clem Hew very influential here at the school in many ways, particularly with the baseball team. First pitch is lined down the right field line by Adams. Good job of holding him to a single. Adams gets things started here with a base hit. Another first ball swing, but this one ends up in the glove of Judah Ota in center field with all of that speed. Throw into first base. Out number one, great job by Judah, ranging to his left. First pitch in there for a strike. That one's popped into right, running out from his second base position to make the catch. Akana Oniate. For out number two. Kabua at the plate now for the Knights. Count goes 1-1 to him. First pitch in there for a strike. That one is lined right up the middle. Kabua with a single. Adams led off the inning with a single. His runner goes to second base. Kabua at first. First pitch in there for a strike to Weeks Lapinad. Sebastian Weeks Lapinad. This time he fouls it toward the Castle dugout. Another one hit right up the box again. Base hit, runner coming to the plate and scores. Adams was not a pinch runner for him. Kikai came across himself. Scored the 4th run for the Knights. And they still got something cooking here with 2 on and 2 out. Three singles here in the inning. First pitch to Anderson is high. It's grounded foul. Iolani pitcher this inning is number 19. Lau Kong also wearing 19. We got some preseason uniforms here. Not quite sure who that is out there on the mound. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Swing and a miss.
Good swing. That's the swing, man.
Shaden Anderson at the plate for the Knights. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. And he hits one right to Traden Chong-Ki, who squeezes it for the 3rd out, ending the threat. The Knights do get 1, trim the lead to 7. The Raiders come into bat here in the bottom of the 5th. New pitcher for the Knights is the shortstop, Caden Palanca, who now moves to the mound. Tomorrow's schedule, 8:30, Kalani Kamehameha. 11 o'clock, Mililani Damien. 1:30, MPI Kailua. And then 4 o'clock, Iolani versus Lelehua. Coming out to campus, check that one out. Saturday morning and afternoon. Then the tournament wraps up after the day off on Sunday with the President's Day full slate. Kaiser St. Louis at 8:30, Kalani Mid-Pacific at 11, Kamehameha versus Mililani at 1:30, and then to wrap things up at 4 o'clock on Monday, Iolani Raiders versus the Campbell Sabres.
All right, here we go. Here we go, KP.
8 big games coming up here at the Clem Hew tournament.
Go deep.
Ethan Akagi to lead things off for the Raiders here in the bottom of the 5th.
Paint. You gotta paint now. Your chest.
Facing Pilanka. Count goes even, 1-1. That one's fouled back.
Have fun out there.
Screen saved the Weinberg building from another foul ball. One-two pitch is hit to left, falls in front of the left fielder out there and can't handle it cleanly. And Akagi is into second base with a stand-up double. Yet another extra base hit for the Raiders here. Now the leadoff hitter, Cole Yonamine, digs in from the right side. Kagi at second. Called strike to Yonamine. Cole walked in the first, came around to score the first run of the game. Lined out to the left and the second, and had a single in the fourth. That pickoff attempt goes into center field. But no chance to advance for Akagi.
Reset.
Now the home plate in shade. Pretty much the rest of the field still in some sunlight. Ball in the dirt. Akagi trying to get to third, and he is in there safely ahead of the tag. Ethan getting some advice from Coach Kurt Miyahira, who is coaching third. Yonamine waves at that one in the dirt. Pilanka out in front, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Kagi at third.
Good idea.
That one evens the count at 2-2. Manalao Kong on deck. Yonamine reaches out to that one and hits it to this third baseman. Easy throw across the diamond for the out. But that is just the first out. And another run comes across. Pitch in the dirt to Lau Kong. Mana, the designated hitter in today's ball game. Walked in the first, struck out in the third, hit by pitch in the fourth. Ahead in the count here. 2 balls, no strikes. Looks at a strike there. Nice pitch by Polanca. Judah Ota on deck for the Raiders. That was just outside to Manalau Kong. Mana thought about that one, held up, fell in there for a strike, runs the count full. Polanca set. That one is stroked to the gap. And it falls in front of the left fielder and center fielder. Lau Kong is aboard for the first time this afternoon with that single.
Shake it off. You. Reset. Reload. Reset.
Now Judah Ota coming to the plate. It's from the left side. He grounds one to the side of the mound over the second. Throw to first, gets away. Ota with all that speed. Long strides, dives into second base.
Good boy, KP. Good hustle right in.
2 out.
Good hustle right in. Here we go, KP. Have fun out
After
there,
the
bud.
pinch runner was cut down at second, but Ota is at second after that throw got through the first baseman. Now Isaac Ahokovi comes to the plate. Looks at ball 1. See if Isaac can drive in another run here with 2 out. Drove in the first run of the ball game with a sacrifice fly in the first. Looks at another one outside. And the second inning, Isaac ripped a double. In the fourth, he struck out. This time he grounds one to third. Throw across the diamond is in time to end the inning. And after 5 complete, it is Iolani. Top of the 6th inning, Iolani leading it 12-4. First pitch is popped up, diving attempt by Cole Yonamine. Probably outside the view of the stationary camera we have there, but you can see how far he had to go to make that attempt. Second inning of work for the Raider pitcher, who is Brennan Kim. another freshman. Began the year on the junior varsity. Nice pitch there.
If you look like that, you gotta swing.
No balls, 2 strikes. That one
Anything like that, you gotta
grounded
swing.
foul. This is Palanca at the plate. Facing Kim, his opposite number. Palanca started the game as the shortstop and was pitching in the last inning for Castle.
Go, go, go.
Reaches out, grounds it to third. Chonky. Throw across in time. A bit of a collision there at the bag. And Palanca is still on the ground. Hopefully he's okay. And he is not getting up. Concern now for Caden Palanca. Trainers from both teams are headed out. Coaches from both teams as well. Caden Palanca, senior, still down. They are looking at one of his legs. He is getting to his feet. That's good to see. He's walking with a limp with some assistance. Wow, best wishes to Caden. Senior shortstop pitcher for the Castle Knights, and all of the Knights are coming out of the dugout. And he will be assisted by a pair of teammates. Players getting reset. Emanuelo at the plate. 1 out. Looks at the first pitch inside. Kim's pitch in there for a strike. That one is outside. Kim is the second straight freshman pitcher after Cade Nakamo. The pitch in this game, following starter Landon Kaneshiro, who is a sophomore. 3-1 pitch in there for a strike. Kaikala Emanuelo could not believe that. Now he's facing the 3-2. Grounds that one to second. Kind of a tricky hop there, but it's handled. 4-3 for out number 2. Good job there by Makana Oniate. Keohi Aruda now into the game for Yoshikawa. Batting in that second spot. Sophomore takes a look at another strike. Swings through that one. Makes it 2-2. 2 out. Nobody on. That one's popped into short right field. Cole Ide comes in to make the catch and end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Castle Knights. And they trail it by 8 runs to the Raiders, 12-4. Iolani coming to bat here in the bottom of the 6th. First game of the Clem Hew tournament. Iolani and Castle back in the day. You hear that phrase, I'm old enough to remember? I'm not joking here. I'm old enough to remember. In 1983, Iolani and Castle played for the state final. The Raiders won that one 7-4 over the Knights to claim the state championship, one of Iolani's 8 state titles. That was a state final in 1983. So assistant coach and one-time Iolani head coach Dean Yonamine was the catcher for that team. Coach Yonamine also won state titles as a coach of the Raiders in 1997 and 1998, back-to-back years. Castle has won one state championship. That one came in 1994. After that, in 95, it was the Baldwin Bears from Maui who won the championship that year. And then in the next 3 years, it was the Iolani Raiders going back to back to back in 1996, 97, and 98. Here in 2024, this is the Clem Hew tournament. Raiders leading at 12-4. Cole Ide, who made that last catch out and right, now at the plate to get things started here in the bottom of the 6th. Left-hand hitter sends it into foul territory on the left side and overrunning it, and it falls into fair territory. So Cole Ide slides into second base. So Cole Ide gets things started here. It's another extra base hit for the Raiders. First pitch to Chonky is in there for a strike. Traden Chonky. Ide at second. Chonky struck out in the first. Popped to second in the third, hit by a pitch in the fourth. Batting here in the 6th, reaches out, gets the bat on it, on it, grounds it to short, beats out the throw. And Ide moves over to third. Slowly hit ground ball. Chonky, incredibly fast. That is going to be something to watch in the upcoming season. How Chonky's speed puts the pressure on the defense. Makana Oniate at the plate. Raider second baseman rips one to left. That one will fall. Ide in to score. Chonky will stay put at second base to the RBI single by Makana Oniate. Drives in Ide for the lucky 13th run. 9-run lead here. In the bottom of the 6th. Raiders looking to end it. 2 runners on. Chonky at second. Oniate at first. Swung on and hammered to left. It's caught for out number 1. Chonky moves up. And Oniate does as well. So now coming to the plate. Runners in scoring position with just 1 out. I believe this is C.J. Tyra, the sophomore, at the plate. Grounds one to third, charging. Throw across is not in time to get Tyra. And coming across the score is Traden Chonky to make it 14-4 and end this one with the 10-run rule. The Raiders defeat Castle 14-4. Game ended in the bottom of the 6th via the 10-run rule. And the teams will shake hands. Thanks for joining us. Come on out and see these games in the Clem Hew tournament and in the upcoming other tournaments. The Kitamura tournament. Raiders will play Iolani on February 22nd here at Iolani School. And they will take on Mid-Pacific a day later on Friday, February 23rd at Mid-Pacific. On Saturday, the February 24th, they'll play Baldwin at MPI, and then we'll have another game at MPI in the Kitamura tournament on Sunday, February 25th. Then the Raiders will go to Maui for the Baldwin tournament, February 29th, March 1st, March 2nd, and then take a break before ILH play begins on March 13. But before all of that, we've got 8 more games in the Clem Hew tournament. Tomorrow will be Kalani Kamehameha at 8:30, followed by Damien Mililani at 11. MPI versus Kailua at 1:30, then Iolani versus Lelehua at 4 o'clock. That is the schedule for Saturday. Take Sunday off, and the tournament resumes on President's Day, Monday, Kaiser versus St. Louis at 8:30 a.m. Then it'll be Kalani Mid-Pacific at 11. Kamehameha versus Mililani at 1:30. And then to wrap things up here at the Clem Hew tournament, be the Iolani Raiders hosting the Campbell Sabres on Monday at 4 p.m. That'll do it for us here. This is John Tamanaha reminding you it was the Raiders winning this one 14-4 over the Castle Knights to get things started here at the Clem Hew tournament. Have a great weekend, and we will catch you later. Take care. Aloha.
Robert. Yeah. Yours are better.